Before we begin, I'd like you to press all my buttons. That is, it will help me enormously if you press on the share button, the like button, not to forget notifications, and please subscribe to my page. Greetings and namaste all. This month I'm participating in an experimental collaboration in a series of questions and answers, which is the brainchild of my friend Gino DiCaprio, fellow spiritual author and life coach, and Roman Brave, a certified holistic coach and practitioner of the emotion code therapy, and Kain, who likes to be known as the cosmic surfer and provocative poet. How it's set up is that each of us poses a question that might be asked by our followers, then the other three will offer their take on how they would answer. So with each of us responding on a similar theme, there will be 12 answers in all. So make sure you check out each of our videos, which we are all posting separately. We've all done our best to keep within the constraints of the time limit, which is to answer the question within 1.5 minutes. And it's not easy to find something useful to say within such a short time. So here we go. So firstly, I'm answering the question, what is the difference between meditation and trancing? One of the major differences between meditation and trancing is that true meditation is a state of contentless consciousness, whereas in trancing, one utilizes the power of visualization for projected results. Meditation generally requires stillness in a sitting position, allowing the cells to lock down into immobility. In trancing, you can put yourself into a trance-like state even when walking or talking. In trancing, you're putting yourself in alignment with the creative capacity of the universe so that your dreams can manifest into reality. That is, once you've immersed your positive affirmations and desires into your subconscious. In meditation, one is not asking anything of the universe. Instead, it is attempting to become one with its underlying reality. So trancing appears to be more preferable for the active go-getter type of person, while meditation is more applicable to the contemplative who prefers to withdraw from worldly affairs. Now over to Kain for his answer to question 2. How hard is it to learn trancing compared with meditation?
How hard it is to enter each of these states is like asking, is it easier to drive on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of a car on the road? It all depends on what you've learned. It all depends on what you are better adapted to. Generally, trance-like states, when entered alone, are more challenging. It requires going into very deep meditative states and then journeying beyond this. Yet administered from another, entering trance is as easy as that. It is what I am learning to specialize in myself. I go on journeys back in time myself all the time. I go on journeys forwards in time. I communicate with my future self, which is why I know where I'm going. Meditative states, when performed in groups, are generally much more accessible as there is another attention. You're not focused solely within your mind. There is no easy way. There is no right way. It's what feels true to yourself, what you practice and grow, what you focus on and attune yourself into. Vibrationally, it is all there to be received. It just depends which vibration you align yourself with to that which you will receive.
Thank you for your thoughtful answer, Kain. Now let's welcome Gino for his thoughts on question 3. What are the stumbling blocks that might prevent this from happening?
The stumbling block on these that can be as, for example, in meditation, many people actually give up very easily. They don't continue doing their meditation, and because they're expecting too much out of it. That would be the only stumbling block that I can personally see. Now, as far as when it comes to trancing, the other hand, it's impossible to make any mistake unless you're trying to master it without understand how it really works. It's a lot more, has to do with vibration. You have to be able to read vibration, feel vibration around you. As I know it seems a little strange what I'm doing right now, but that's how it actually works. So it's a lot more complex than what most people actually even realize it. So I'm hoping that is kind of an answer that would help you. We can get a little more deeper. We do have our other friends here that will have different answers on their page. So you would have Maz with his response, you would have Roman with his response, and you would have Kain with his response. So that's about it. That's the most I can give you. And I apologize about all that traffic you hear and noise. I'm right in the middle of a corner. And beside that, try to enjoy, and I hope this has helped you somehow.
Thank you, Gino, for your considerations. And now, last but not least, Roman is answering question 4. How does one enter a meditative or trance-like state?
How does one enter a meditative or trance-like state? Here is a cool thing about entering those states of consciousness. Every one of us has access to these states of consciousness. But there are 2 ways to effectively hypnotize ourselves. The first way is to drift off, and let me explain it. As you start to fall asleep, your mind will move away from a normal waking state, which is beta, and drop into a much deeper state called alpha. And the next hypnotic state that you'll experience is called theta state. And once that's done, your mind disappears into the abyss. The state is called delta. The theta state is the most receptive state for self-hypnosis. This is a doorway to visions, suggestions, behavioral changes. And a great way to do this is to listen to subliminal tapes in your bed. And this rewires your neural network and other parts of your brain that are responsible for changes. This is a good way to delete old programmings out of your skull and reprogram your subconscious mind with new beliefs and behaviors. The theta window is the most receptive state and responds well to role-playing, visualizing success in scenarios, and other forms of suggestions that we hold in this space. And the other way where you're most receptive to behavioral changes is when you first wake up. You simply rinse and repeat. This mind hack will clean the toxins from your brain.
Thank you for those pointers, Roman. And thank all you guys for your participation in this venture. And for those of you watching, if you like the concept or find anything helpful, we'd be happy to hear from you in the comments below. Thank you. And now you can check out Gino's response here, and Roman's response here, and Kain's response here.